If you're heading to Niagara Falls on Monday for the solar eclipse, we have safety and traffic tips from Niagara Regional Police Constable Gavin and Inspector Chris Gallagher from Niagara Parks Police. Now, Parks Police, so your territory is kind of along the parkway?
Yeah, we do 56 kilometers of the Niagara Parkway running from Fort Erie all the way to Niagara-on-the-Lake. Our key central area is Queen Victoria Park.
Okay, and then Phil, of course, yours is within the city proper of Niagara Falls, and you've had lots of warning out. The first thing, planning.
Absolutely. Planning is a major part of this. In our planning, we're asking people to be prepared is one of our key messages. If you're coming to Niagara Falls, and we were saying earlier, if you wake up 6 days from now and say, hey, I'm going to go to the falls, you're already going to be behind.
Don't.
Well, you face some challenges, and traffic is going to be one of them. The fact is that there's going to be significant congestion on the roadways, and we're asking people to be prepared for what that could look like. You could be stuck in your car for a few hours, and if you have your children, your dog, do you have medication, do you have food, do you have water, what's your plan to use the bathroom if you run into that? So preparedness is something we're really trying to talk about.
Okay, and Chris, any idea of like how many people are expected because Table Rock, along the Niagara Parkway there, that's going to be where people are going to leave their vehicles and congregate down that way?
Yeah, we expect that there's going to be a heavy congestion of people that are going to come into Queen Victoria Park. The good thing about this, we do have some experience in the past. We hosted the Nick Walinda Walk in 2012, which we had approximately 150,000 people. Our Canada Day holidays are usually typically very big for us, our New Year's Eve events. So we're anticipating something along that lines. It's one of the unknowns. We realize that this is a once-in-a-lifetime experience, and the next one's not expected for another 120 years. So we know we're going to have people coming, and we have a plan in place, and we're prepared for that.
Mm-hmm. A big thing is get your glasses, your eclipse glasses, before you even head to Niagara Falls.
Absolutely. We want you to do a lot of things before you come to Niagara Falls.
Okay.
And that's don't come to Niagara Falls with an empty gas tank, depending on, if there's that many cars here and you need gas, that could be a problem. So come prepared, come with your glasses, come to be able to, that you may be in congestion like I mentioned earlier, but be prepared. Take some time to do some research, find different ways in and out of the city, in and out of the Niagara region, because there's likely going to be congestion. But absolutely, the safety eyewear is an important piece, and make sure that it's safety, that it's accredited as well.
Mm-hmm. What about for people who live in the falls right now?
Yeah, the same type of thing. We realize that it's going to be a day full of events.
Yeah.
We've got road closures that are going to be in place for Queen Victoria Park, so we're creating a pedestrian mall type atmosphere so that they can freely walk within Queen Victoria Park. As well, we're expecting a lot of people to come to Fort Erie, so we put road closures in place there. We think people will come down for the concert at night. We have the Glorious Sons that are going to be performing in Queen Victoria Park. So we think we'll have a lot of locals that will obviously come down and enjoy the beautiful day.
Mm-hmm. And then you have to plan for, what if there's an emergency? What if there's a fire? What if something happens? How do you get your emergency vehicles through that crowd? Well,
that's been a big part of the planning in terms of our side of it, working with Inspector Gallagher and our community partners. We've created some pathways or roads that will be close to local traffic. Certainly the congestion is going to be significant, so we're trying to layer our communication with social media. We're going to, with our community partners, be pushing out a lot of messaging, using various pieces of software to show what the roads are looking like, to maybe suggest routes. So we're really trying to talk on a lot of different levels, meeting with folks like yourself, radio stations, to just trying to reach a lot of different places. Okay, so listen, charge up your phone as well, right?
Absolutely. So all great tips. Absolutely. Chris and Phil, thanks very much for coming in. We'll get the links to these social media sites up on our website, chch.com/morninglive.